Hi everybody and welcome to Off the Cuff. This time around, I'm cooking up something so good, it's guaranteed to make Tobey Maguire cry. Okay, that's way too easy. It's guaranteed to make Tommy Lee Jones smile. Alright, let's shoot for something in the middle, shall we? Okay, this week I'm actually, we're going to Mexico! Oh yeah, actually we're not. See, this week I'm doing my healthy spin on an empanada. And it's not just from Mexico. They're usually more prevalent around populations that are higher in Hispanics. Thank goodness, because they are so delicious. And they fill them with anything. But I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna make a spicy ground turkey filling for my empanada. Now for the empanada itself, remember a couple episodes back when I made those bagels and I used that dough that was lower in carbs and lower in calories? Yes, I'm gonna use that as the crust for my empanada. This is gonna be so good, it's gonna make... You know what, let's stop with the comparisons. Let's just make the empanadas. Here's what we need for the filling. Some ground turkey, a diced and sweated onion. Okay, I haven't diced it or sweated it yet. Tomato sauce, I'm using spicy. Some minced garlic. And for a little bit more kick, some ground red pepper. That's what I need to make the very spicy and tasty middle of my empanada. And for the empanada crust, I'm using the same recipe I used for my bagels in episode 17. So there's 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 cup of drained, non-fat Greek yogurt, all that's important, and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Also, we're going to use a little bit of salt right when we mix it. And that's all you need for the empanada crust. Okay, now we have to make our filling. First up, the onions. I've already chopped them, and now I've got to sweat them. I'm just going to put them on Maury and tell them they're the father. That should make them... I'm really trying, yeah. Okay, I'm now sweating the onions. Now, the term sweating actually means, I don't know what it means, but I do know it means don't cook them all the way. You want to make them nice and warm and kind of translucent, because we're going to put them into our mixture and cook them in the air fryer later. I just turned the heat down. I don't want to get them I don't want to, brown them or score them. I want them to be nice and warm and translucent. I love that word. That's the word of the day. Translucent. Yes. This entire process only takes about 5 minutes. And we're going to stop in just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to take our sweated onions. Oh, go be kitty cat. You can't see him, but my cat Andy seems to be a fan of onions. And while there's still some remnants in here, we're going to take the turkey and plop it in. Again, we're not going to cook this 100% all the way through. We're going to put on a little higher heat now. But we want to make sure this goes from this pinkish reddish color to a gray color, which is for the most part pretty much done. The key is we do not want to get it fully cooked. We want to get it about 80% there. And when I get most of this pinkish reddish color gone, I'm going to add the ingredients, stir, let simmer, and then it's going to be ready to put in the dough of our empanada. As you can see, most of the red is gone. It's starting to get gray. That's the good sign. You're just going to keep on moving it around. See all the fat and juice in here? We're going to drain a little of it, but we like to cook in it because that's going to give it some flavor. This is 93% lean turkey. Now you can see more of it's gone. We're getting some steam. We're getting there. We're about 1 or 2 minutes away from pouring in the other ingredients. Now our spicy tomato sauce. We have the onion. Oh, and I forgot the crushed red pepper. I'm going to put it in now. but I'm not using this much, just a little bit to give it a little bit of a kick. Well, you know, before I started, I looked in the refrigerator and went, there's a soy sauce. Yes! No! Worcestershire, which I guess you can use, but I want soy sauce, so I'm going to have to improv. No soy sauce? No problem. I improvise with salt. Easy. Now we're on our way to Flavortown. I wonder, how do you get to Flavortown? We don't want to put too much in. Just about, that's it. Just to give it some flavor. Welcome to Empanada City, which is actually part of Flavortown. Now it's time for the dough, and here it is. I know what you're thinking. Hey, how'd you do that? Well, this is the same exact dough I used for my bagels in episode 17. So, if you're on YouTube, there's a link right there to episode 17. If not, I'll put a link at the end of this episode so you can go watch this and see exactly how I made the dough. Because up until when we cut it in 4 parts, it's exactly the same. Then there's a difference. That's what I'm going to show now. Alright, so we want to roll this dough around so that it's nice and soft and knead it. We're going to knead it. I need this dough to be an empanada. Last time it was a bagel. I'm a very needy person. Now, as last time, we're going to cut this in 4s. There's 2. And now 4s. Each one of these triangles is going to be dough for the empanada. So we're going to do 1 triangle, as you call it, at a time. So I'm taking each triangle and I'm putting it into a little mini ball. Okay, so take your dough and roll it into a bit of a ball. And then just flatten it. You don't want to make it too thin because you don't want it to break open. You can just pat it like this. No big deal. You can use a rolling pin, but I'm not going to. When you get like that, that's fine. Now we can put our filling in right in the center, around 2 tablespoons or so. Now you're going to be making 4 of these. I'm going to be making 2 just for the sake of making 2. Put it all in the middle and fold it over like that. I'm making a mess again. You might have to pull it down and work it just a little bit. Get your trusty old fork. Be careful not to break the dough. I just made a little crack in it, but that's okay. And there's your empanada. I've now placed the empanadas in a pre-sprayed air fryer basket. You can see some of the filling did kind of leak out. Okay, it did. I'm not perfect. But these are going to be delicious. All right, now we put them in the air fryer. 8 minutes at 370. But what we're going to do is 4 minutes, flip them, and then 4 minutes. It's going to be really good. There we go. It's almost empanada time. All right. Our trip to Flavortown is completed. And there are my first attempt at homemade empanadas. And the finished product. Okay, now you don't have to make your own empanada dough. You can go down to the store and get it pre-made. I did it because this is a lower carb, lower calorie alternative. Plus, as far as fillings, you heard me at the beginning. You can use just about anything and it's an empanada. I love ground turkey. I love spicy turkey. I have a lot left over, so I might make tacos. Ooh, a future show, who knows? But I gotta tell you, this looks better than I could have expected. And like I said, I make this stuff for the first time while I'm filming it. And I'm also gonna be tasting it for the first time on camera. So here we go, the empanadas. Oh! This is exactly how I thought it would taste. Spicy, meaty, taste the sweetness of the onions. The crust is flaky. I mean, not flaky, but almost buttery. And it has that film of of the flour on the outside because I use so much, really works. Oh, this is super delicious, and it's a lot lower calorie than in deep frying these. These traditionally get deep fried. I don't think I said that earlier, but you don't have to deep fry these to make them fantastic. We really are in Flavor Town, and in 2 weeks I'll have something flavorful too. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your empanadas, and I'll see you soon. So good.